Welcome everybody to an episode of Autism Unedited. Sort of. It's a half episode in between our episode 2 and 3. Today we're just going to be talking about what we got into in episode 2. Killer Bee versus Sasuke from the 5 Kage Summit fight. Now I know a lot of people are probably thinking, didn't he already lose this fight? But I think there was a lot going into the fight against Killer Bee that played into Sasuke losing that fight. And Kyle even agrees here, even though he's defending Killer Bee. So, you want to say hi, Kyle?
Yo, what up?
So, yeah, that's just pretty much going to be our topic for today. It's just going to be a nice little video about this. So, to get into the scaling, do you got anything you want to say before I get into my scaling real quick, Kyle?
No.
No. All right. So first things I want to get across is Sasuke was actually nerfed during the fight against Killer Bee. He was going through a lot of emotional trauma because he found out the truth about Itachi. And I believe that the time that he finally locks in and stops being so upset about the Itachi thing is when he remembers Team 7 when his team was about to die. Like, Suigetsu was like, I've got it here, run while you still can. And that's when he finally thought of Team 7 and he actually used Amaterasu for the first time. So that's a pretty interesting thing that I think is the reason why he wasn't on par with Killer Bee during this fight. That's just my analysis of it. So to get on to Sasuke's speed, which I think is the biggest issue in this fight, I want to establish that 5 Kage Summit Sasuke is the same speed as KCM1 Naruto. And the way that I could do that is by his fight against Kakashi. He's reacting to Kakashi, even though he's drained of chakra. And he's able to block a punch. He might be a little surprised by Kakashi, but he's still blocking his punches. And this same Kakashi is the one that is using Kamui to Kamui a Rasengan from KCM1 Naruto into Rinnegan Obito's shoulder blade. So obviously he's fast enough to react to these two speed demons and is able to put him down using Kamui, putting that into his shoulder blade. So if Kakashi's reacting to Obito, who's reacting to KCM1 Naruto, who is reacting to the Raikage, then it goes to show you that Sasuke must also be at that speed level. So whatever Killer Bee, tries to do against Sasuke, he's going to be able to react to it. At least he's going to be able to see it coming, maybe be able to do something. That seems to be pretty obvious because Sasuke is reacting to the Raikage during their fight, at least a little bit. Sasuke gets better with his Sharingan as the fight progresses. I think there's even a scan of Karen saying something like this. So, yeah. And to further establish his speed, I want to go over EMS Sasuke. EMS Sasuke is on par with MS Itachi reanimated. They're reacting to similar attacks. They're outputting similar power. I would say that MS Itachi is just a little bit faster than EMS Sasuke, maybe. And MS Itachi is actually blitzing Nagato and saving Bee and KCM1 Naruto from situations that they were in not doing well in during the Nagato fight. And it makes sense. Itachi was blitzing Bee moments before that, before he joined their side, so it adds up that Itachi is going to be faster. So, and then KCM1 Naruto is obviously, he's dodging the Raikage. So if the Raikage and Killer Bee are on similar speeds, and EMS Sasuke is supposed to be comparable to KCM2 Naruto, That's why they are able to output the same amount of chakra to do the combination attack against Obito. And it's pretty obvious that MS Sasuke was supposed to be comparable to KCM1 Naruto. And judging by him reacting to Kakashi, it seems to be the case. Because Kakashi is also reacting to these speed demons. Another notable feat is Sasuke dodging the Datara explosion. He's able to react in time without the Sharingan. Now, I know for some reason Kyle doesn't find that impressive, but we all know that the Sharingan enhances one's reaction time, so it would make sense that, you know, it would be better for him to have it activated. But he's able to summon Manda, crawl inside Manda's mouth, put Manda under a Genjutsu, and then eventually he gets reverse summoned back into where Suigetsu is. So yeah, that's just pretty much all I wanted to go over with Sasuke's speed. And I don't even really want to get into his AP, because honestly that's where things get bad. His AP and durability are not the best against this fight. He's going to have to take down Killer Bee pretty fast with Amaterasu, or try and take him out with the Susanoo arrows or sword. But honestly, Amaterasu is his best likely win right away before Killer Bee gets into any of his higher tiers. So do you want to go ahead now then, Kyle? Before we continue, got any issues with what I said?
Yeah, that was a lot, and it was can't say I agree with a whole lot of it.
Well, what's your biggest issue? I think the Kakashi thing pretty much cements everything that I was trying to get across.
I don't think so. Saying 5 Kage Summit is relevant to Itachi and speed is gross.
Honestly. I did not say that. I never said that. I said that he's relative to KCM1 Naruto, who's getting blitzed by Itachi. So I don't know where you're getting that from.
That's what I meant. But Sasuke at 5 Kage Summit, right before he got his EMS, was said to be like on par with Naruto in Sage Mode. That was before he got KCM.
Yeah, but KCM1 is slower than Sage Mode. So
where are you getting that from?
Naruto states it during the third Raikage fight. Said my reaction time isn't fast enough. I gotta switch to Sage Mode.
Yeah, his reaction time, not his actual speed.
Okay, maybe not like movement speed, but that's not what you're using in fight.
Also, Sharingan does not enhance your reaction speed.
It literally is stated to. That's the reason why Kakashi wasn't allowed to use the Chidori.
I'm sorry, not reaction speed, but what I thought of when you said that was how when Part 1 fought Rock Lee, Part 1 Sasuke fought Rock Lee, and he could like see what was going on, but he wasn't actually able to do anything about it.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it enhances your movement capabilities, because like Kakashi's still moving at the same speed when he's using Chidori. It's just that he's able to perceive what he's doing better and able to counter against that ninja.
Okay. Also, the Kakashi fight. Like, I think the only thing that Sasuke did that was like outside of what Kakashi was able to deal with was the Susanoo arrow.
I'm not saying that they were still relative in reacting to each other, though. That's what I'm getting at. So, there was never a point where Sasuke was in danger. And this is the same Kakashi that's going against Obito.
I don't think that doesn't add up. Why the same Kakashi is able to fight characters that Sasuke had to get a massive buff to fight.
Well, he didn't have to fight Rinnegan and Obito until after he got the Ten Tails amp. So we don't really know.
He did fight Jubidara or Jubito.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And that was him being scaled to KCM2 Naruto. MS Sasuke scales to KCM1 Naruto. I think I established that pretty clear. I don't. Where's your contention here? Do you have like an anti-feat for Sasuke's speed or something?
I mean, he got choked out by Danzo pretty quick.
He purposely got grabbed by Danzo to cut off his arm.
I don't know if he purposely got grabbed by him, but
His
I,
arm gets cut
in
off.
the next frame, he did cut his arm off.
Yeah, he wasn't worried about it.
Okay. I'll just go over B's speed. We
Yep.
talked about B's fairly relative to Raikage.
If
I don't
not
want
a
to get
little
into the
faster.
whole. I don't think B is faster than Raikage. I think they're fairly relative. I think the thing between A and B is that B is stronger, like with tailed beasts, obviously, but Raikage is faster. I could get into the whole Haku light speed thing, but that's been beaten to death, and I really don't want to go over that. But when A and B lariated, they had to be similar speed, or else A would have won off speed alone. We know that because when Tsunade and Raikage arm wrestled, Tsunade was stronger, but Raikage was faster, and he kind of like let up a bit, and he was able to beat Tsunade. So if A was faster than B in that lariat, he would have won. So I think that they're relative. That was also B in a V1 eight-tailed state.
Which I
Dom
think.
disagrees that V2 doesn't make you faster.
Yeah,
I
I
disagree with that. I disagree with that too, but for the purpose of this not getting too aggressive, I'm going to say that V2 just makes you stronger. So I think B is relativistic. Raikage A also has some statements in the data book saying that he's near light speed. I don't have any problems with that specifically because he's shown to fight some of the higher tier characters at the end of the war.
Plus,
like Madara.
He is stated to be Jonin Minato level of speed, which he's got to be light speed. Jonin Minato.
He was stated to be relative to Minato by C, who wasn't there or even like old enough
in the data
to know what was going on at that point.
In the data books, he's stated to be as fast as the fourth Raikage. The fourth Hokage, when he was a Jonin, before he made it to Hokage, he was a lot faster when he was Hokage. He kept growing as a ninja. So, I just wanted to throw that in real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense that adult Raikage was as fast as Jonin Minato back then, because they even showed when A threw hands with Minato that he was speed blitzing him at that point. So if A grew into that and then Minato surpassed him further as Hokage, I could be comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly that. So it makes sense too that these, because that's around this time Naruto starts getting that speed, so it adds up.
Yeah, I've also got some scans of B throwing hands with like 2 or 3 of the reanimated Jinchuriki at a time. He isn't doing a whole lot there, but he's able to save Naruto from getting hit a few times. So he's able to react and move in time to save Naruto and avoid any fatal injuries himself. The Itachi fight, B doesn't scale horribly to that. Like he gets caught like mid shuriken throw by Itachi's genjutsu, and he's able to break out fast enough to then react to Itachi throwing shuriken and be able to block it. I think that's pretty impressive, even if you want to say that Itachi was holding back at that point, even though Kabuto was controlling him, because Nagato really wasn't doing all that much either until he put them both on autopilot. But I think Itachi had already broken out at that point. But I think B being somewhat relative, if not a tier or two lower to that Itachi, is fairly consistent with him being relative to Raikage, maybe if not even a little bit faster. AP wise and durability, I think he's got quite a bit of an edge on Sasuke. Destructive capability wise, I mean, Sasuke blew up the 5 Kage Summit Room. B kind of like shattered Unraiko just by running into it. And I think it was like 3-tailed beast or something like that.
Plus his 8-tailed spin or twist, whatever the fuck he calls it, that levels a whole forest. Twister. Yeah, that levels a whole forest.
Yeah, that could at least be like small city level. Durability. I mean, he's got eight tails. He doesn't. I couldn't find anything that like any of the Jinchuriki have like a healing factor other than like Naruto. I mean, B when he turns into V2 or V, I think it's V2 versus Kisame. All of his skin like peels off, and then when he gets out of it, all of his skin is back. So he has like some sort of healing, but it's not on the level of Naruto.
Yeah, that is weird. I wonder if it's because he's a perfect Jinchuriki, so he doesn't get affected by the skin debuff as much as Naruto did when he wasn't a perfect Jinchuriki, because obviously Kurama wants to hurt Naruto a little bit.
Right, right. Um, I can't remember what you said in your whole thing. That was a long fucking rant.
To be honest with you, you're
Or,
actually longer than mine so far.
is it?
Yeah.
When Kage Summit fought Raikage the first time, there's several statements that he wasn't able to keep up physically. That's why he was defending with Amaterasu the way that he did, because he couldn't like fully dodge to these things. He could react in time to be able to put up defenses for what A had come in, but he couldn't like fully dodge it.
I'm okay with it.
The only one
I'm okay with that because it makes sense that full powered bloodlusted A is going to be outspeeding Sasuke, who doesn't even really want to fight him. He just wants to fight Danzo. You know?
Yeah.
So
there was also a V1 Raikage too.
Are you sure he didn't go to V2 yet? Because that's when he like
was
he was in V1 when Sasuke hits him with the Chidori, and then that's when he amps up after.
Right. And that's the only move that he was able to fully dodge, was like the lariat, like Chidori type thing that Raikage. That was the only one that he actually dodged.
Yes. The other ones he gets hit pretty blatantly. And yeah, I don't like the fact that he's cracking the Susanoo. But the thing is, we're saying that Killer Bee's a little bit stronger, but not as fast as the Raikage. Is that what we're?
Yeah, I mean they're at least relative in speed. I'd give Raikage a slight speed advantage.
All right, so that means
he's
5
relative
Kages
to V2 Raikage.
Right.
V is relative to V2 Raikage,
yes,
not V1, which is the one that Sasuke was able to comfortably dodge.
Yes, I agree. I'm not stating, but I'm trying to say is that Sasuke should at least be able to dodge. He's going to be able to dodge his things, because later on in the fight, he's reacting to Kakashi, like I said. Kakashi is KCM1 Naruto speed. Judging off of the
he's reacting to it. He's reacting to it the same way he reacted to Sasuke's Susanoo arrow. But to say that like Kakashi at that point is faster than the fourth Raikage is kind of a bit out there, wouldn't you say?
Is it because Nagato and Itachi obviously are?
That's a tough one.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like it seems to me that Kakashi is around that speed. He is probably Jonin Minato level of speed.
Kakashi just seems to scale to whoever the fuck he's fighting. Like,
I know it's annoying.
I don't want to compare like Warwick Itachi to fucking Part 1 Kakashi, but like he gets beat up by Zabuza a little bit. He gets caught.
Yeah, I know.
He fights Deidara, and then he's like, I'm supposed to be on par with like War Arc Might Guy. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
It doesn't
He's
make
just like
sense.
Always holding back.
Yeah, it's weird. What is he, fucking Spider-Man? Like, he should not struggle with Kakuzu.
He really didn't, though.
Yeah.
He kind of worked Kakuzu, to be honest.
I mean, he lost his Jonin jacket. That's just kind of all I'm going off of. I guess he was fighting 2 Akatsuki level dudes at once. What do you expect? He had Choji as backup, like.
Yeah. You know, if Choji's there, he's getting hard carried.
I hope I could find the clip of Choji getting fucking just sent into the tree, because I'll put that on here right now.
Yeah, the only other thing I had to say about B was for his speed, but you already made me look like a fucking clown pre-recording. Because I was like, oh, him and Raikage were able to take off Kisame's head. And you were like, don't you mean Zetsu?
Yeah,
I was like, what
Zetsu.
the fuck are you talking about, Zetsu? No, he beheaded Kisame. You're like, no, that was Zetsu. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That just ruined my whole shit.
Yeah,
Well,
just like what
Kisame's
it.
high tier Katsuki, so they blitzed him. Like, no, that was Zetsu.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you think about it, Zetsu's got some okay speed feats in the one.
True. I mean, he stabbed Jubidara through the chest.
Oh my god! Don't even. He's fucking universal.
True. Yeah, that's all I want to go over for stats wise. I think speed wise they're fairly relative to each other. I think B might have like a slight advantage, possibly. I'm not saying that like he's just gonna hit everything and dodge everything Sasuke has, but like they're fairly close.
So,
But the other stats are where it kind of gets funky.
yeah,
But
definitely.
I've been talking for long enough that you can go into what you think the fight will look like.
Well, here's what I'll say Sasuke's biggest issue is it's going to be tail beast bomb. And I don't think Lariat's going to be an issue because he seems pretty comfortable dodging Raikage's Lariat. Obviously, a V1 or V2 Lariat he might have an issue with, but he could just pull out the Susanoo ribcage. Hopefully that'll fucking help a little bit. But I think my win con for Sasuke is he seems to spam Amaterasu quite a bit once he finally unlocks the ability. And he doesn't mind letting Samurai burn. So I could see him if it's going for the kill. See, before he was tasked with capturing the A-Tails. This is just both of them trying to kill each other. I think it depends on where we are. If we're doing the fight where he was beforehand, like where he fought Killer Bee before, I don't think Killer Bee's going to want to use Tailed Beast Bomb. He's going to hold off on using it until he pretty much waited until he had to use it against Suigetsu. So I think Sasuke's win cons are waiting for B to get up close to try and hit him, which is pretty likely, and then using the Susanoo ribcage covered in fire like he did against A. And B's not going to have somebody to cut off his arm and heal it back up. He's just going to have to deal with it. Now, if he does have a healing factor like Naruto does, I guess he could probably just cut off his arm and be alright with it. But I think losing an arm, that would make his sword style a lot less. So, I don't know. I really think Sasuke could get the W just because Amaterasu. If he is in V1, though, B can lob it off like Naruto did with the chakra. I don't know if Naruto just reacted in time and put the chakra up before it hit him, and that's how he was able to do it, or if he moved the Amaterasu onto the chakra. I don't even think you're supposed to be able to do that, but somehow he did it, so whatever.
So I tried to look into that because that was like one of my saving graces for Amaterasu was like, can B lob off the chakra like Naruto did in the final battle? I could not find anything that stated that B could do that. Apparently that's like a Naruto only thing. Nobody could agree on it on the Reddit thread that I was reading. People were like, "Oh yeah, B is a better Jinchuriki than Naruto. Like he mastered it before him, so he should be able to do it." But he wasn't shown to do it at any point, so people were like, "No, he can't do it." I could go either way on it. I would say that he could probably like figure that out since this is their second fight and he knows that Amaterasu is a thing now, or to just not get hit by it in general. Or
Yeah.
I could go the other way and say that like if he gets hit by it, it's cheating.
How about we'll say like if he is in V1, he could lob it off, but if he's in base or V2, he's not going to be able to because he doesn't have the red chakra already on the outside of him. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just like if that were to happen, like what's to stop B from cutting off his own tail and substituting?
Oh no, if if it hits him in the tail or something like that, he could definitely substitute. I'm not saying he can't sub it because people have subbed it before. He subbed it
Well, when they
before.
fought the first, when they fought the first time, he was like engulfed in it.
Right.
Like
Right, but I
it
think
spread
you have to,
everywhere.
like we said before, I think you actually have to sub. I think you have to activate the substitution beforehand. You know, the thing is like whenever like B has to get up close unless he used tailed beast bomb. So if he just goes straight into 8 tails, which I don't see him doing, he doesn't really do that very often. He likes to try and fight it out himself. Especially against Sasuke, he's gonna think he's gonna get the. If we're doing this in character, right? In character, Sasuke's spamming Amaterasu. He's spamming Susanoo. He's trying to use Genjutsu. He's gonna know it doesn't work against B, so he's not gonna do that. So there's just all these factors that B kind of holds back when he engages into a fight, and this form of Sasuke does not hold back at all. He goes straight out for the kill right away. You know what I mean? So
That's not
I
act-
go ahead.
that's not completely true. B was actually going. I wouldn't say all out, but he even stated after he escaped from Unraiko that Sasuke was like the second strongest person he'd ever fought at that time, pre five Kage Summit.
Yeah, B is so chill. I honestly love B. He's one of my favorite Naruto characters because even though that was the second strongest person he ever fought, he was super chill about it. During the fight against all the Jinchurikis, he was locked in. He was super chill the entire time. I love B. He's so cool.
Yeah, even Eight Tails after B got away, he was like, "Why the fuck did you go Eight Tails to fight that guy?" He was like, "Yeah, I just got carried away. He was pretty strong."
Yeah, he probably just got so into the fight that he wanted to. Yeah, I like B a lot. He's cool. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I could see 5 Kage Summit Sasuke beating Kasame. Maybe.
Really?
Maybe. I said maybe. I don't know. It's
I
just.
mean, he fought B, who was like, I'd say like they're comparable to like the lightning style, and Kisame didn't have any trouble like blocking the lightning stuff with Samehada.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
that is a.
Sasuke would struggle equally with like the water bubble that Kisame used to beat B with.
Well, I think Amaterasu would probably pack up Kasame in that situation. But
If he's able to hit him with it, yeah.
yeah,
But
he is super
I
fast.
wonder how that would interact because that bubble he was in
Absorbs
allowed
chakra.
Kisame to absorb chakra. So I wonder if he could like just absorb the Amaterasu,
See, I was
kind of like
wondering that,
Renegon.
but has anybody ever absorbed Amaterasu like with the Renegon?
Uh, the size, I think like the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, I don't think so. Nagato definitely did. I think he absorbed Itachi's Amaterasu.
Yeah, I think you're right. He did.
Yeah, he did because Nagato was burning with Amaterasu, and then Kabuto put him into autopilot, and he like absorbed the Amaterasu.
Yep, that's right. Okay, so let's see here.
Yeah, B's win cons are obviously just like taking apart Sasuke's chest again, which still is entirely likely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if Killer Bee tries to do that again, he's gonna pull up the Susanoo ribcage with the Amaterasu flames, and then Killer Bee has the potential of getting caught on fire with Amaterasu.
He does. He does. I don't disagree with that. However, if he's able to stop the attack and not get caught in it, like Sasuke only has a limited use on that at this point.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It is a battle of attrition that Killer Bee will win. I see Sasuke pulling out Amaterasu like right away in the fight, though. He uses it pretty early on against the Raikage.
Yeah, I mean Sasuke knows that's what beat him last time, but B also knows that that's what beat him last time. So
Yes, and A was fast enough to dodge it, so it's possible that B goes V1 and dodges the activation. It's hard to say.
good. He
I,
could do that.
I think if B goes into full tailed B state to use the light beam attack or the tailed beast bomb, Sasuke's going to use Amaterasu on him pretty fast and burn him up. And he's going to know that he could sub it out this time, so he'll keep an eye out for him. And I wonder if you use more Amaterasu if it takes more chakra. Because they've never directly stated that. But he might only have a couple usage of being able to engulf somebody and that big in Amaterasu, you know.
I want to say he uses it like maybe 10 or 15 times between the start of the summit and when he beats Danzo.
Yeah, and that's when he goes blind from overusing it.
Yeah, so he's got like 10 or 15 shots. So I could imagine them starting off in like a sword fight. B might have like the upper hand. Sasuke's like, I ain't dealing with this bullshit again. A pull out a rib cage. B trying to break the rib cage, maybe get a hit or two. Amaterasu on the rib cage, tailed beast bomb, and then kind of just like fucking whoever's game after that.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to say. I honestly, like I said, that I think a lot of the reason why Sasuke had such a hard time with the battle is because of his mental nerf, and he obviously didn't have all of the stages of the Mangekyo unlocked yet. So when it comes down to it, I think it really depends on who hits each other with their quote-unquote ultimate first. And in character, I see Sasuke pulling out the Amaterasu first. My issue is if it plays out the way that you're saying, I think Killer Bee would go V1 state if Sasuke pulls out his rib cages at all. He might even just go V2 state right away. And I
don't think he'd have any way to break it otherwise.
Right. Not only that, I think he would be like, what the fuck is that thing? Because the Susanoo is probably terrifying to see. And then instantly he'd try to just go for the kill on Sasuke. So if Sasuke pulls out the Susanoo in a prolonged fight, like after a sword fight first, I think it's honestly in Killer Bee's favor for the win. Because he's going to go V2 and probably demolish him. It might end in a stalemate if Sasuke covers his Susanoo in Inferno style. But I could see B getting the win as long as he avoids the Inferno style. He could definitely get the win if Sasuke tries to fight it out like he did the first time. If Sasuke goes straight for the Amaterasu, I'd say 8 out of 10 times it goes into Sasuke's favor. If he tries to do a sword fight like before, or even tries to hit him with Chidori like he did against the Raikage, I don't know. I think B takes it like 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on those like ifs on how B would actually deal with an Amaterasu this time around.
Yeah, because he's prepared for it, which is a disadvantage in Sasuke's favor because he doesn't have a good gauge on how strong Killer Bee actually is because B subbed it out. Obviously, he must know that Susanoo would probably kill him. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm leaning towards Sasuke here. What's your final verdict?
It's really hard to give an honest answer on that because I don't want Sasuke to win. But
did I convince you that Sasuke could probably get the W in this?
I never thought he couldn't get the W. I just thought it was more in B's favor. I want to say 60-40 B.
Still.
But at least 60-40. But the Amaterasu really is a problem at this point just because of how versatile he got with it, like in such a short time. And we don't have any like definitive concrete answers on to how B would handle it.
Right. If he could lob it off like with that chakra thing that Naruto did, I think it's 100% in B's favor. Because there goes Sasuke's only win con. I know that I said the Susanoo sword earlier. I'm kind of taking that back. I know it's fast enough to react to... an EMS Sasuke, mind you, is fast enough to react to Sage Mode Kabuto, who's as fast as Itachi. But even then, that we're not talking about EMS Sasuke. And I don't see his sword being faster than a lariat, which would break right through the Susanoo. A V2 lariat.
Yeah, it's also pretty weird that like every showing we get of B after the Sasuke fight on Unraiko, he's never really using his tailed beast. Like when he's fighting the Jinchuriki, he's fighting Obito, he's really not using it all that much. He's like using Eight Tails limbs and so every so often.
I think he was scared of Obito trying to steal the eight tails with the chains. Because if he were to bring out the whole eight tails, it would be a big target, and those chains would come out, and then Obito could seal him in the ghetto statue.
Yeah,
Seeing
but he's
that
not
one,
using V1 or V2 either.
that is weird. Maybe he was just like running low on chakra. They were running the fade for a while.
Yeah. I think this is a lot closer of a fight than either of us thought. I thought B would take it pretty easily. You thought Sasuke would take it pretty easily. I think this is more of like a fair fight than what Sasuke went through the first time.
Yeah, definitely. Before Sasuke got brutalized, it was like that rap video I made you watch of Killer Bee. Yo, say ho.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it was weird, dude. I love that Kishimoto used to work alongside the Ninja Storm games a lot for extra content, like the whole Akatsuki backstory. I don't know if you ever played that.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. You get to see like pain and all that. But anyway, this isn't an autism on episode, unedited official episode. Sorry, my autism kicked in. So, we're not gonna ramble too much at the end here. Let's leave it up to the commenters. I think a lot of people are gonna say Killer Bee takes it, but I hope you guys look at the scans I showed on screen and really dissect what it is that I said and the scaling that I used. I think people are going to have a problem with the Kakashi scaling I used, and I agree. It is pretty shaky, and the reason I used it is because it was the only way I could really get Sasuke to KCM1 Naruto levels. I mean, obviously he's reacting to the Raikage. KCM1 Naruto's reacting to the Raikage. You could say they're around the same just because of that. But I think the Kakashi lead kind of makes it more concrete if you were to use it. But Kakashi gets stronger after all of his fights because he keeps fighting stronger people and he loses every time, but somehow he pulls off wild shit during the fights that he shouldn't have been able to do, because otherwise he would have been able to take the previous fight no problem, you know. So, and obviously there's another thing that I didn't bring up about the Kakashi thing. So we already officially done with the debate. I think it's probably 50-50. Goes in either one's favor. If Sasuke pulls out Amaterasu first, it's in his favor. If he doesn't, it's in Killer Bee's favor, and that's just how it is. A lot of our debates end this way. How do we always pick people that are like, we think one of them's stronger, and then somehow at the end we realize they're both pretty equal? This happens all the time. But anyway, what I was saying about Kakashi. He also probably had a mental nerf like the third Hokage did when he was fighting Orochimaru. So that might have been why he wasn't fully going after Sasuke. But
yeah, I need to think about that.
Yeah, that was one thing I was really scared you were going to bring that up. So I didn't bring it up till now. But debate's over already, so.
Yeah, that's pretty shady. 60-40.
No, it's too late now. It's too late. Debate's over, motherfucker.
It's never over.
We still have to debate if Shisui's a good character. Or even strong at all. He gets taken out by Danzo with no Sharingan. But there's like 4 different ways that fight plays out, so it all depends on what you think is canon. If he really did get poisoned by the Amanara clan, I think that's right? Shino's clan?
Well, obviously his Susanoo is canon, so.
His Susanoo is not fucking canon, bro. Don't ever bring that up.
Obviously it's
the fucking drill. He's got a fucking drill, a power drill. I mean, I guess they have fucking computers.
Bro, Sasuke's literally holding the sun in his hand and fucking. I don't want to hear you complaining about a fucking drill.
I just want to I'm trying to figure out the whole computer thing. That's all. Like, why do they have computers, but they don't... And they even, like... During the... tuning exam arc in part 1, Naruto's like, that snake's the size of a bus. So do they have fucking buses in Naruto?
Did he say that?
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
So weird. I mean, I guess in the filler arc they did have the sniper. Okay, alright. I'm done rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Today we tried to take this debate more seriously. Hopefully it paid off and you guys could see it in the way that we talked about it. Is there anything you want to say, Kyle, before we log off?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's about it. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on our actual official episode this Thursday. Peace out. I'm not gonna say bye, Kyle.
Peace out.
You're like, fuck the fans.